Have you ever reheated leftovers, thinking you were making a smart, healthy choice? You're not alone, but what if that quick meal is quietly doing more harm than good? Some everyday foods, when reheated, can release hidden compounds linked to cancer, digestive issues, and even brain damage. And the scary part? You wouldn't taste or smell a thing. In this video, we're exposing 5 foods that seem harmless, some even healthy, but can become toxic once reheated. Backed by real science, these findings could change the way you use your microwave forever. Stay tuned. What you're about to learn might genuinely surprise you. Spinach. Spinach has long been hailed as a nutritional superstar. It's loaded with vitamin A for your eyes, vitamin C for your immune system, vitamin K for bone strength, plus iron, fiber, and powerful antioxidants. Whether blended in smoothies, sautéed into stir-fries, or baked into casseroles, it's a go-to food for health-conscious eaters. But hidden beneath all that goodness is a serious risk that almost no one talks about, and it starts the moment you decide to reheat it. Here's the problem. Spinach contains naturally high levels of nitrates. In their fresh form, these nitrates are harmless and even beneficial. They help widen blood vessels, lower blood pressure, and improve circulation. But when spinach is cooked, stored in the fridge, and later reheated, especially at high temperatures like in a microwave, something dangerous begins to happen. During that reheating process, nitrates break down into nitrites, which can then transform into nitrosamines, a class of compounds that have been studied for their cancer-causing potential. According to the World Health Organization and the National Cancer Institute, nitrosamines have been linked to an increased risk of cancers, particularly in the stomach and colon. These compounds form without changing the taste, smell, or appearance of the food, making them almost impossible to detect unless you know what to look for. But that's not the only danger. Emerging research shows that nitrosamines may also contribute to neurodegenerative diseases. That means repeated exposure, like reheating a spinach-based soup or casserole every week, could slowly impact brain health over time. This is especially concerning for older adults. As we age, our ability to detoxify harmful substances declines, and our brain becomes more vulnerable to inflammation and chemical stress. Let's say you make a big batch of spinach lentil soup on Sunday. You store it in the fridge, then microwave a bowl on Tuesday. The soup might look and taste perfectly fine, but hidden inside are compounds your body struggles to process. Over months or years, this quiet buildup can increase your risk for cognitive decline, fatigue, and chronic inflammation. So what can you do? First, you don't need to eliminate spinach from your diet. It's still one of the healthiest vegetables you can eat. The key is to change how you prepare and store it. If you're cooking with spinach, try to eat it fresh or within 1 day. If you must store it, cool it quickly, and avoid reheating it at high heat. Better yet, enjoy spinach cold, tossed into a salad or stirred into a cold pasta dish. These small adjustments can make a big difference. By simply rethinking how you handle spinach in your kitchen, you can keep its benefits while avoiding its hidden risks. Because sometimes, what seems like a healthy habit might be quietly working against you, and now you know exactly why. Potatoes. Potatoes are the ultimate comfort food, affordable, filling, and incredibly versatile. From mashed and roasted to baked or fried, they're found in just about every kitchen. Most of us don't think twice about cooking a big batch and saving the leftovers for later. But here's where things get risky. Reheating cooked potatoes, especially when they've been stored improperly, can turn them into a breeding ground for dangerous bacteria that you can't see, smell, or taste. The main concern? A bacterium called Clostridium botulinum, the same bacteria responsible for botulism, a rare but serious illness that affects the nervous system. This bacteria thrives in low-oxygen, starchy environments, and one of the most common mistakes people make is wrapping cooked potatoes in foil, leaving them to cool slowly at room temperature, then storing them in the fridge. That foil creates the perfect air-deprived environment where harmful spores can survive and multiply. Even if you later reheat the potato, the botulinum toxin it may have produced isn't always destroyed by heat. What's even more dangerous is that the contamination is completely silent. There's no sour smell, no strange color, no slimy texture. You just microwave those leftover mashed potatoes, take a bite, and unknowingly introduce toxins into your system, especially if the reheating is uneven or rushed. While botulism is rare, low-level exposure to foodborne toxins over time may contribute to chronic inflammation and digestive issues. And if you're over 50, the risk is even more serious. As the body ages, immune function weakens, and the gut-brain connection becomes more sensitive. That means your body might struggle to fight off even mild exposure to toxins, leading to bloating, discomfort, fatigue, or worse. Modern research is drawing increasing attention to the gut-brain axis, the complex link between gut health and cognitive performance. Long-term exposure to bacterial toxins, even in tiny amounts, may not just affect digestion. It can also contribute to brain fog, memory issues, and inflammation-related disorders like Parkinson's or Alzheimer's. Now imagine this scenario. You baked a batch of foil-wrapped potatoes on Sunday. You didn't refrigerate them right away. On Wednesday, you microwave one for lunch. It looks fine. Tastes fine. But what you can't detect are the bacteria that may have silently multiplied, or the toxins they left behind. Repeat that habit week after week, and it adds up. So what's the solution? Cook only what you'll eat fresh when possible. If you need to store cooked potatoes, cool them quickly. Never leave them out for hours. Avoid wrapping them in foil. Use airtight containers, refrigerate promptly, and try to reheat them evenly using a stovetop or oven instead of a microwave. And if leftovers are more than a couple of days old, toss them. Potatoes can still be a wholesome, energy-boosting food, but only when handled with care. A small shift in storage habits could spare you from hidden bacterial risks that slowly chip away at your well-being. Sometimes, it's the simplest foods that carry the biggest surprises. Eggs. Eggs are often considered the gold standard of nutrition, packed with high-quality protein, essential vitamins, and healthy fats, all in a perfectly compact shell. They're quick to cook, easy to store, and endlessly versatile. Whether scrambled for breakfast, hard-boiled for snacks, or baked into casseroles, eggs are a staple in households everywhere. But there's a hidden danger many people overlook. Reheating cooked eggs, especially in the microwave, can quietly transform this nutritional powerhouse into a potential health risk. Here's why. When eggs are first cooked, their proteins undergo a natural process called denaturation, where the protein structures unfold and reconfigure in a way that makes them easier to digest. This is totally safe and even beneficial. However, when eggs are reheated, particularly at high temperatures or in a microwave, those same proteins can degrade further, and that's where the problems begin. The biggest concern is oxidized cholesterol. Egg yolks naturally contain cholesterol, which is safe when eaten fresh. But when exposed to repeated heat, that cholesterol starts to break down into harmful compounds known as oxysterols. These oxidized cholesterol byproducts have been linked to inflammation, arterial damage, and an increased risk of cardiovascular disease, according to research published in the Journal of Lipid Research. Why does this matter? Because chronic inflammation doesn't just affect your heart, it can also impair brain function. Studies in Nature Reviews Neurology have shown a clear connection between systemic inflammation and cognitive decline, including conditions like Alzheimer's and dementia. The aging body is especially vulnerable, as it becomes less efficient at neutralizing inflammatory compounds and repairing cellular damage. Let's look at a common scenario. You boil a batch of eggs on Sunday to save time during the week. On Wednesday, you microwave one to warm it up for breakfast. It still looks and smells fine, but hidden inside is cholesterol that may have oxidized during the reheating process. Over time, if this becomes a weekly habit, those tiny amounts of oxidative stress can build up in your system, contributing to long-term health issues that you'd never trace back to something as simple as eggs. Another sign. The unpleasant rubbery texture and faint sulfur smell reheated eggs often develop. That's not just a culinary annoyance. It's a sign that the proteins and sulfur compounds have degraded, which may further strain digestion and increase inflammatory potential. So what should you do instead? Keep eating eggs, but eat them fresh whenever possible. If you like batch cooking boiled eggs, enjoy them cold in salads, wraps, or as a snack straight from the fridge. If you do need to reheat them, use gentle, even heat, like a low-temperature stovetop, rather than blasting them in the microwave. And never reheat eggs more than once. Eggs still deserve a spot in your diet. But how you treat them after cooking can mean the difference between a health-boosting food and a silent contributor to long-term inflammation. In this case, the damage isn't in the egg itself, it's in how you reheat it. Chicken. Chicken is a staple in millions of kitchens around the world. It's lean, packed with protein, low in fat, and incredibly versatile. From grilled chicken breasts and baked thighs to stir-fries and soups, it's often the go-to choice for meal prepping. And that's where the hidden problem begins. Reheating cooked chicken, especially in the microwave or at high heat, can quietly turn this healthy protein into something your body struggles to handle, and you might not even notice it's happening. When you first cook chicken, heat transforms its proteins through a process called denaturation, making them easier for your body to digest. But when you reheat that same chicken, especially at high temperatures or unevenly, like in a microwave, those proteins undergo another round of structural change. The result? The proteins become tougher, more rigid, and less digestible. You've probably noticed it, that rubbery texture, that dry bite. It doesn't just taste worse, it's a sign of deeper chemical changes. Here's why it matters. As the protein structure becomes more damaged, it places extra strain on your digestive system. For young, healthy individuals, this might just cause some mild discomfort. But for older adults, who naturally produce less stomach acid and fewer digestive enzymes, this can lead to bloating, sluggishness, and poor nutrient absorption. Worse yet, the reheating process can lead to the formation of something called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These compounds form when proteins and fats are exposed to high heat multiple times, and they're linked to chronic inflammation, insulin resistance, cardiovascular disease, and even cognitive decline. According to research in journals like Nutrition and Metabolism, AGEs are one of the silent drivers of age-related illnesses. Think about it. You prep a batch of grilled chicken on Sunday. It's healthy, delicious, and convenient. But by Wednesday, when you microwave a piece for lunch, you're eating a protein that's now tougher to digest and may be loaded with inflammation-triggering AGEs. Do this every week, and your body starts to feel the cumulative effects: tiredness, brain fog, joint stiffness, all signs of inflammation slowly chipping away at your vitality. This is especially concerning for people in their 50s, 60s, and beyond. As we age, our inflammatory responses become more sensitive, and our systems have a harder time bouncing back. That rubbery chicken isn't just unpleasant, it may be silently stressing your immune system, digestive tract, and even your brain. So what's the solution? Start by cooking smaller portions of chicken to eat fresh. If you do have leftovers, try not reheating them at all. Instead, repurpose cooked chicken into cold dishes like salads, wraps, or grain bowls. If you absolutely must reheat it, skip the microwave and use gentle heat on the stovetop or in the oven, keeping the temperature low and even. Chicken can still be one of the healthiest proteins on your plate, but only when you treat it right. How you handle leftovers could be the difference between supporting your body or silently sabotaging it. Mushrooms. Mushrooms are often celebrated as one of nature's most underrated superfoods. They're rich in B vitamins, antioxidants, immune-boosting beta-glucans, and even compounds believed to help fight inflammation and cancer. Whether you're tossing creminis into a stir-fry, layering portobellos on a sandwich, or adding shiitakes to soup, mushrooms offer both flavor and serious nutritional value. But there's a hidden downside most people don't know. Reheating cooked mushrooms can quietly turn this healthy food into a source of oxidative stress and digestive strain, especially if stored or handled improperly. Unlike most vegetables, mushrooms are made up of a delicate blend of complex proteins, enzymes, and unsaturated fats. When you cook them fresh, the process breaks down some of these compounds in a controlled, beneficial way, unlocking flavor and increasing digestibility. But once mushrooms are reheated, especially using high temperatures or multiple times, their structure begins to degrade even further, and that's when the trouble starts. The two biggest issues: protein breakdown and fat oxidation. Let's start with the proteins. Reheating cooked mushrooms, particularly in the microwave, can break down their protein structure into forms that are harder for the body to process. The result? You might feel bloated, sluggish, or even experience mild gastrointestinal discomfort without realizing the mushrooms were to blame. For people over 50, whose enzyme production naturally declines with age, this extra digestive burden can be more than just annoying. It can cause consistent discomfort and impair nutrient absorption over time. Next is oxidation. The unsaturated fats in mushrooms are vulnerable to oxidation when exposed to air, moisture, and reheating. When fats oxidize, they form unstable molecules known as free radicals, compounds that damage cells and contribute to inflammation, cellular aging, and chronic diseases like heart disease and dementia. This process, called oxidative stress, wears down your body's natural defenses, especially if you're eating oxidized food regularly. Let's say you make a creamy mushroom risotto on Monday, then reheat the leftovers on Wednesday. The mushrooms may feel a little slimy, or taste slightly off. That rubbery texture or muted flavor isn't just a culinary downgrade, it's a sign that chemical changes have occurred. You're not just losing nutritional value, you might be introducing compounds that stress your immune and nervous systems. This risk is amplified by poor storage. Mushrooms absorb moisture easily, and if stored in plastic containers, they can become soggy, speed up spoilage, and encourage oxidation even before you reheat them. Improper storage paired with high heat reheating is a perfect recipe for oxidative stress. So, how can you still enjoy mushrooms safely? Cook what you'll eat fresh. Avoid large batches if you won't eat them within a day. Store leftovers properly in sealed glass containers, not plastic, to reduce moisture and oxygen exposure. Avoid reheating mushrooms, especially in the microwave. If you must, use gentle stovetop heat at low temperatures. Better yet, enjoy them cold in salads, grain bowls, or wraps the next day. Mushrooms can still be a nutritional powerhouse, but only when they're handled with care. By understanding how delicate they truly are, you can avoid turning this superfood into a silent health saboteur. What you should do instead. Now that you know how reheating certain foods can quietly harm your health, you might be wondering, what's the alternative? Do you have to give up leftovers entirely? Not at all. The goal isn't to avoid these foods, but to handle them smarter so they stay safe, nutritious, and easy on your body. Small changes in how you store, reheat, and repurpose your meals can make a big difference, especially as you get older and your body becomes more sensitive to stress and inflammation. Let's break it down into simple, practical steps you can start using today. Number 1. Skip the microwave. Microwaves are fast and convenient, but they heat unevenly, especially with dense or starchy foods. That inconsistency can create hot spots that promote the formation of harmful compounds while leaving other areas undercooked. If you need to reheat something, try using the stovetop or oven instead. These methods offer gentler, more even heat that's easier on proteins and fats, reducing the risk of oxidation and structural damage. Number 2. Cool and store food the right way. The longer food sits at room temperature, the more time bacteria have to multiply. So after cooking, cool leftovers quickly, ideally within 2 hours, and store them in shallow, airtight containers. Avoid wrapping starchy foods like potatoes in foil, and steer clear of plastic containers that trap moisture, especially for mushrooms. Use glass or BPA-free containers that seal tightly to limit air exposure and slow oxidation. And always store food in the fridge promptly, ideally at or below 40 degrees Fahrenheit 4 degrees Celsius. Number 3. Only reheat once. Reheating food more than once doesn't just ruin the flavor, it multiplies the risk of harmful chemical changes and bacterial growth. Cook enough to enjoy in one sitting, and if you must reheat, do it just once, gently, and eat it all. Number 4. Embrace cold leftovers. Some leftovers are even better cold. Instead of reheating spinach, mushrooms, or chicken, repurpose them into cold dishes. Toss leftover spinach into a salad or smoothie. Add cold mushrooms to a grain bowl with olive oil and lemon. Shred leftover chicken into a wrap or a chilled pasta salad. Hard-boiled eggs make great snacks straight from the fridge. This keeps the texture intact and avoids the risks associated with reheating altogether. Number 5. Cook smaller portions. Meal prepping is great for saving time, but sometimes less is more. By cooking smaller batches, you reduce the need for repeated reheating and ensure your food is always at its nutritional peak. It also minimizes waste and keeps your meals tasting fresh. Number 6. Trust your senses. If something smells off, feels rubbery, or has been sitting in the fridge for more than 3 to 4 days, it's best to throw it out. Don't rely solely on how it looks or tastes. Bacterial toxins and oxidized compounds are often invisible. In the end, your microwave isn't the enemy, but your habits around food might be. By making these simple shifts in your kitchen routine, you're not just avoiding risks, you're giving your body the best chance to thrive, one meal at a time. Thanks for watching and taking the time to protect your health with smarter choices. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and share it with someone who reheats food daily. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell. Your next meal might be more important than you think. See you in the next video.